Grace Church is a real family, a church of all ages. We're here in Richmond, and for historically, for the past few decades, it's been really a Richmond-based church. People from this area, and mostly from a probably white middle-class area. We've seen that change in particularly the last year, even the last few months, as immigration has affected New Zealand. It's coming into the regions. It came into Nelson, but it's moving this way because Richmond's south of Nelson, so it's coming this way even more so. And we're seeing they're having quite a big change upon our church and its makeup. So we've got people with English as a second language, and that's a real new thing for this church. But it's a great opportunity to help our people understand what it is to practice true hospitality, to welcome outsiders. Some of which could be believers, and we have got people coming who are not believers. We've got some on the journey. We've got a real mixture there. To us, what's really important is what unifies us. Okay, it's one thing just to be part of a group, a network, but what is the unifying factor? And what is important to us here at Grace, and important to me, is that unifying factor at present for CCC is the gospel of Jesus, and it's God and his mission and what he's doing, and it's biblically grounded, it's missionally focused, and in the right direction that we are aligned with, and it's huge. And so what happens is if you're starting to talk to anybody who's part of the network of CCC, well, it could be churches, but even some of the staff, they've been carefully chosen, and I can tell because when I'm only talking to them for a few minutes and they're talking my language, we're heading in the same direction. And this is so important because it doesn't matter what we're calling them about. If we're calling for help about, whether it is health and safety, if it's finance, or something about youth ministry, children's ministry, we're heading in the same direction. And as far as our core values and our mission, that's huge. So when this came about, this possibility of a CCC or NZ network, I said to our elders, this could be great for not just Grace Church, but for a lot of these other churches around New Zealand that I would guess they're in the same place as us who are needing resourcing we don't have. We have support at our fingertips. We know or the phone call, but we also think it means that we have something to contribute to. It's not just getting, it's the giving. And I'm really glad from my point of view of our elders that they have already said, if any way we can serve other churches, we can help. If I go off and help in this area or speak at that there's so much behind that because that's what it's all part of. So it's being part of a family. It helps get us our eyes just off our own little thing. And just that support and involvement and being unified with others, and again, like I said before, on gospel mission is a great thing. I think things like the network CCC does is that they create some events and some sort of things where we tend to meet up more regularly and have more to do with each other. So it's encouraged that regional connection even more so. For example, we've had a combined prayer meeting for elders from the Hope and here at Grace and at Tasman. And what an awesome thing to have these elders together. And what are we praying about? We're praying for gospel growth in this entire region. We're not praying just for ourselves, we're praying for each other's churches and what God's doing in the region. When you've got that sort of thing happening at an elder level, that's huge. Also, when it comes to events, then you're instantly starting to think, okay, we're already aligned with this church over here and this one. Can we do something like that together? Because that will strengthen whatever we are doing. I think that this is an answer to prayer from a lot of people, this network. I think it's vital for the going ahead for a lot of the churches. I think without it, we could have had the risk of just more fragmentation, possibly losing churches that were becoming just struggling on their own, disheartened, and it's going to strengthen for the days ahead, and we may really need all the strengthening we can for the days ahead because we just think where the country's heading, sadly, and just politically that it's very troubled times. We need this we need this collective unity now more than ever.